Welcome to another episode of Hawks Flight Farms Book Corner. I know it's been a while, but there's been a lot of things going on at the farm that I have been trying to get done before the cold and the snow comes through. So I've been extremely busy, and maybe one of these days I'll get to a point where I'll do a farm video and kind of show you guys what's going on. But this video is going to be a review of all the books that I have read through October. And so let's get started. And we do have a little bit of a friend hanging out. This is Malibu. So book number one is The Dogs of Babel by Carolyn Parkhurst. And this book is about a gentleman whose wife dies, and he needs to find out why she died. And the only witness to her death is their Rhodesian Ridgeback dog, Lorelei. And so this book just goes through with him trying to come to terms with her death. And there is some talk of suicide, depression, and there is a slight touch on animal experimentation in here too, just to let you know. But this book I've read a few times over the past years, and while it does very much hit you in the feels, it's a very good book, and it's something that I'd recommend. Okay, the next book is The Tethered Mage by Caruso. This is the first book in a trilogy, and it is about a young noble by the name of Amalia Cornaro. Amalia comes into this scenario where she finds herself meeting Zarya, who is a fire warlock. And this trilogy deals with mages and magic, and also deals with some warfare between two nations. And they do use the term falconer in here and falcon, but in a very different way than, well, the real terms. The falconer is a person that controls a mage, who is termed a falcon. And the thing that a mage wears on their wrist to control their magic is called a jess. So I found that interesting, but I read the entire trilogy this last month, and I highly recommend this as well, especially if you like magic and that kind of stuff. The next book is Falcon Wild by Lynn Johnson. And this is a book that's more for young people. As you can see, it's really short. Will you quit licking me? This is about a young girl named Karma, and she is on her way to Canada with her dad to take back her favorite falcon, Stark, to the original breeder. And she's not happy about this, but on the way there, they get into a vehicle accident, and along with a runaway boy named Cooper, Karma, Stark, and Cooper need to go find some help for her dad and her little brother, who are stuck in the vehicle and cannot get out. And so it kind of deals with some wilderness survival elements. So far, it's good. I've not completely read this. I have like a minuscule portion left, so I wanted to include it in this review. But Falcon Wild, it's pretty good. Next book is See What I Have Done by Sarah Schmidt. This is what I would label as a historical murder mystery. This takes place in the 1800s, and it's about a young lady named Lizzie Borden, who happens upon her father, who has been murdered, And it also follows her older sister Emma and the housekeeper and a few other people, and they try to figure out who done it. There is quite a bit of there's a little bit of a twist at the end, but they kind of lead you up to it, so it's not a huge twist, but I still enjoyed it. I kind of like these types of whodunit things, and the fact that it's a historical one kind of made it a little bit more interesting. And yes, pigeons do have a part in the story. And last but not least, The Plague Dogs by Richard Adams. Richard Adams is a British author, and he has wrote the masterpiece Watership Down. And so I thought I'd give this a read. And this is about two dogs that escape from an animal experimentation lab, animal research lab, where they do testing on animals for like hairsprays and stuff like that. And these two dogs run away from the lab, they escape, and the story basically follows them as they try to learn how to be wild and try to find help and live. They befriend a fox that helps them out, and the only thing that I can say wrong about this book is the way that it's written. It's kind of hard to read. They take a lot of the countryside dialect in Britain and use it as conversation, and they give you a little bit of a glossary in here to kind of help you out with how the words are pronounced, but it does make for a little bit of slow reading, so just keep that in mind. The end is quite a gut punch, and I'm not going to tell you whether that's good or bad, but do I think it's better than Watership Down? Nah, I think Watership Down is a clear winner between these two, but it's still worth a read. So Richard Adams is a wonderful author, and he's put out many good books, and I cannot recommend him enough. Okay, with that being the end of... With that being the end of the books that I've read through the last month, I also did something a little bit interesting in that I got an Owlcrate subscription. And for those of you that don't know, Owlcrate is a book subscription box that they send out every month. And it revolves more around a young adult, but magical fantasy type books. And then they also put in a lot of like book-themed little things, trinkets and stuff like that, which is really cool. So I wanted to give that a try, and I got my first one last month. So we're going to do a unboxing, and I'll show you what's in it. It comes in this little box right here. So we'll take a look, see what's in it. Okay, the theme of this box is Wield Your Blade, and it kind of gives you a rundown of the art that's on here. And then it comes with the Owlcrate interview with the author and of the book this month. It's pretty cool here. And some other little cool stuff. And we got this thing. It's in here. Oh, it's a little... I only took out part of it, but it's a little decker thing. And it's got a saying on it. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. From the ashes a fire shall be woken. A light from the shadows shall spring. Renewed shall be blade that was broken. The crownless again shall be king. And it comes with a little pedestal in this box so you can put it up on your bookshelf. And it says it's a rendition of the Riddle of Strider. It's from Middle Earth, Lord of the Rings. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got a little, looks like a candle. It says Kamagorishi, Godslayer, Persimmon, Citrus, and Nectarine. Ooh, that smells good. And then we got a little pen that you can put on your whatever. It's a sword. Comes with the theme. Looks like it's Reed, then Green Fire. And it says, it's got words on here that are really, really small. The heart is not a weakness. That's pretty cool. Then we got this little thing. Oops. Wow. And it says, all legends have a spark of truth. And it's a little sewing kit. That's so cute. Oh, and we got a puzzle, and it's inspired by Call Down the Hawk. So it's a 300-piece dreamer puzzle is what they say. And then we've got some character art from the book that's in the box this month. Interesting. I think it's from the book. I don't know, it looks like Star Wars stuff. Got like lightsabers. And last but not least, the book. The book is Jade Fire Gold. And this is an Owlcrate exclusive cover. And it is signed by the author. And it's got these cool green sprayed edges. And it also comes with a letter from the author to the reader. And this book, let's see here. It follows a girl by the name of An. She was found as a child with no memory of her past and a dark secret. Magical powers that would mean her imprisonment if they were discovered. Her secrets accidentally exposed. She's sent to the Imperial Palace to await her fate. Alton was once known throughout the Shi Empire. When his family was murdered and his birthright hijacked, he lost everything. Now, with a new name and vengeance on his mind, he intends to gain it all back, even if it means entangling his very soul with dark and dangerous magic. When Alton encounters An and her mysterious abilities, he sees in her a path to reclaiming the throne. Their tenuous alliance is on the verge of becoming something more when the depth of An's dark powers are awakened and the two realize restoring the Empire might come at a far deadlier price than they could have ever imagined. Ooh, that sounds really cool. And then with every Owlcrate, they give you a sneak peek into the next box. So the theme for the next box is Dreaming in the Dark. So I'm really excited. I really like these things because I'm a book nerd. And the fact that they come out with all these book-inspired little things, it's like I can actually look forward to something in the mail instead of bills. So anyway, that's it for this month. And I say month because I got a lot going on this month, so I probably will not get another book conglomerate video until the end of this month. I might not, but don't hold out. I'm going to be trying to do a falconry reference book related video at some point, so maybe next month or something I'll be putting out 2 videos, and I'm going to try and start doing farm videos as well. Yeah, so I just need to get all my work done before I could do that, because tons of work. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure you like, subscribe, put any comments down there. I'll be sure to link all the books in the description so you can find me easy, and just let me know if there's anything that I should read, all that good stuff. And until next time, keep reading, and I'll talk to you later.